up, guys? Just starting here. The safety bar's on. Message retracted. Number 1. What? When I say Jamie, he shall not be named, was trying to accuse me of being some big behind the scene troll. Like apparently I'm organizing it or something. So I was just done with him. Yes, BenchPress. I don't know what was going on with him. I came in on his birthday live stream. The first thing he said to me, I see your all that weird stuff. And I was like, can't be bothered. Yeah, he said, because you're a mod, that means I'm somehow the mastermind of all the trolls. Really weird, but I don't really care. It's not like he participated, he gave much to this channel. So obviously we'll be trying to go for a little bit of a bench PR, maybe 117. Well, we hit 115 last week. Let's see. So also we're going to try to hit more this week. He does. I know. I noticed that he did it to Yogi. He did it to what's the? Oh, see, I forgot his name. The bald guy. Jace. You know, he lives in his own world. Oh. It's because he's got loads of views on his TikTok. I think he's just gone like, I don't care anymore. But anyone that's came from YouTube, he tried to claim I'm copying him by going to TikTok as well. Like, why you have to be so weird? No one cares about your TikTok. He's gonna get banned on there before he gets anywhere with it. No, I removed him as a mod. Don't want him doing anything. I feel like he's someone who would crash out. No point having him as a mod anyway. He doesn't come on here. So we're going to try to work up 117, maybe on the pause bench, maybe 116. Hit the like button, guys. Let me pin that. Pin. he did a birthday live when he was talking about it. He's what? He's 30 now. 30 years old. Because it got loads of views, he did it the next day as well, a birthday live stream. And then obviously the next day he couldn't do it. The views dropped off. But we'll see what happens when he gets banned on TikTok. He'll probably come back. I noticed his friend Richard is kind of like driving him a certain way. That's someone who I'd actually watch out for. Seems to be manipulating him, if I'm being honest. So, can I hit a pause PR today, guys, or not? I may put it as a poll. Can I hit 17 kg paused? Right, guys, poll is now up. You can vote. My back's still sore. I'm pretty sure it's I'm dehydrated. I think that's what's causing my back to be sore. It's back, hips. Doesn't seem to be doing much workouts anymore. That's what I noticed. He gave up on his whole weight cut thing, and he's gone back to bulking. I knew that wouldn't last. I'm pretty disappointed in it. I was ready to see him actually get shredded. Drive 117. That's 10. That would be 10 kilograms below my touch and go. So I feel like I should be able to hit this. It's like how much higher or lower should your pause bench be compared to your touch and go? Like, what would the percentage be? I'll do my TikTok live tomorrow because I just can't be bothered doing it for a long workout today. Obviously this workout's going to take a while. Do you follow anyone else, King Deal? I probably shouldn't jump up weight this fast. That's probably one of my biggest mistakes I do. Let's go to 105, just to take a little smaller jump. Get properly primed. Really happy with my squats as well. Yesterday, even though I felt really bad, like my back was pretty sore, I managed to push to do a good number. I did 137. Let me count it. I think 37.5 for 3 reps. I'd have to look at that on video. Oh, Hulk. I've seen him. He never came around to my channel, so I didn't, stick around to his. Brian Lane, I follow Brian. Hulk's pretty, he's really impressive for his size, Obviously I watched his lives and stuff when I did follow. What's the video quality like? So 105 on the bar right now, and we'll take those half jumps, 110, 115, and 117. I wonder what would happen if I posted a video in, the vertical live format. Would it be good or not? I know. Sometimes I notice people just don't come for a few days. It's always then obviously the followers I have always come after the main workout and they've missed it. After I try to go for the PR, it's always funny, They'll be like, oh, what did I miss? Not much. That's a good thing about TikTok, you get more comments. If I run them at the same time, it means I can get the comments and I also get the views on the TikTok or the YouTube. And not run out of things to talk about. That wasn't really a good one. I forgot about the pause. I kind of touched and go a little bit there. Oh. I'm already surprised I managed to get my paused bench press up to 115. Because obviously I've been doing touch and go. I rarely touch the pause bench. I think what the most I ever did in pause before I started last month or so was 100 for 3 reps or something, which is obviously a lot lower than this. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be on TikTok. Will probably be later. I'll see what I'll do. Yeah, it's a bit dead on the YouTube right now. I should have probably put the TikTok on. Like my back's still pretty sore. That's why I took a deload last week. So obviously I'm not going to jump up into the Thursday's workout. I'm not going to jump it way up again. I'm going to go into easy again. But it's going to be obviously heavier than what I did last week. If you have any questions, just ask, guys. I know people are sitting in the chat not commenting. There's a guy called What's Your Max. He always sits there and watches, but he never comments. Only one vote on the poll. Come on, vote on the poll, guys. Actually, I'll look, see. But yeah, he's on there like all day. Yeah, see, a lot of people are live right now. I see Yogi doesn't have anyone either. So yeah, Yogi, one person. So must just be a dead day on YouTube. Right, 110, guys. Let's hit it. I asked how often do you stretch and how important. I haven't done any stretching in months. I've been really, I don't know what's. I stretched 2 years every single night for half an hour at least. And once I got the full front split, I just gave up. I don't know what happened. I just stopped stretching altogether, which I probably need to. I need to start again. That was a better pause. A little bit of grind, but that's because I didn't pause the one before it. Now, the one thing about stretching is I'll probably never go back to doing that extreme style of stretching because it also causes a lot of muscle damage, which means I have to recover a lot more. That doesn't help with my training. So my stretching will be very easy stuff, just mobility work. Ugh. Yeah, I still go to his lives, but not as often. I just don't have time. Right, we have 115 on the bar now, and then we'll go for a PR. What did I say? 117. We'll go for 117. Yeah, also I do. I don't really stretch. I do the mobility, which I don't count that as stretching. I need to focus on some videos. I think next week, I'm gonna video my bench. Same with deadlift. And then just go live to do some like boxing and stuff to make up for it, the lack of lives. Because I need videos for when I leave to have ready to post. I can't leave for 2 full weeks, there's nothing to post. My channel's already dead as it is because I deleted a load of videos. Did I tell you this? I made a mistake of deleting a bunch of videos off my channel when I applied for monetization, and obviously when you do that, it completely ruins your analytics and puts you way down again. So I'm like slowly climbing back up. That's why all my views instantly drop when I got monetized. But that's my fault. I didn't realize. Just need to keep getting up there. Like, I mean, look at my arm wrestling videos. 1K, 2K, after monetization, 150, you know. So far, I'm not too sure. It's hard to say. I can only do so much. I'm going to do some hill walking today. Just do a lap of a certain area and just keep going up and down, up and down. Probably keep it. It'll probably be a fairly short walk, but obviously a lot of hill work, basically. Sometimes I feel like, depending on the camera you use, like if you use the back camera or the front camera, you get different views. But so far I'm happy with how the TikTok's going. It doesn't seem to be completely dead, but it's obviously not brilliant. I don't have 300 followers yet. So that's my first goal, try to get 300 followers, unlock the full live stream stuff. So I need to do one more live stream to get fully unlocked on the lives. 2 votes. Right, 1 to 15. Let's do it. A little bit of butt lift, but I'm alright with that. Alright, 117. Let's see. 15, 16, so 1 kilogram now. Let's see. Yeah, I thought I would do a little bit better though, but I mean, I suppose, like, who's actually going to watch it? What's up, Body Beat Down? Yeah, I'm going for a PR right now, so 117. I'm really interested to see how the pause is going to affect my touch and go, but obviously I'll be away for 2 weeks, so there's going to be a big gap when I come back. So I'll probably do a really easy week when I come back, and then do like a deadlift, a bench press near max attempt the next week and see where I'm sitting at, and then start back into the program. I might so about the videos, when I was doing videos, not doing live streams, like my videos when I post normal workouts, 200 views, 400 views. You know, so is it more worth it to do just videos compared to doing live streams? Obviously, I'm getting more followers doing the lives, but that's not what matters anymore. As also saying, because I deleted loads of videos, it pushed my channel way down. So I suppose it's only been a few months since I was monetized, so hopefully another few months I'll climb back up. Is that Jamie Brown I see? The best Jamie. Do I need to move the camera at all, guys, or is it all right in that position? Or Jamie Bravo, not Jamie Brown. Let me end the poll. There we go. No one can vote after. It'll be real disappointing for the 2 people who voted if I fail. Now, the one thing I do notice is my bar path is not good. I'm not hitting the same spot every time I go down, which is something when I come back I'm gonna work on. I need to find the spot like the best. Hopefully next week for my squats, I'm gonna use some caffeine, which I haven't used any pre-workout for squats in a while. Just going into bed 7 in the morning, no food. So I'll have food and I'll hit 140 for 3, maybe 4. 4 if I can, obviously. But 3 is the set target. No. There's another guy called Jamie Bravo on YouTube. Oh, he doesn't do YouTube, he just comments. He's cool. So he's the best Jamie so far. Number 1 Jamie. No other like him. He changed his name to Batman though, so that's his hidden identity. Right, let's do this. I always say I did tricep work yesterday. Let's see. I'm just gonna rewind this so I can see it. Okay, it looks good to me. So 117 PR. Does that mean I try 120 next week? What do you think, guys? how did it look? Alright, let's put 100 on and let's see if I can do anything for reps this week. I tried to do reps last week after doing 115 and I just couldn't do any reps at all. I felt really explosive in my triceps, so obviously the tricep stuff is helping, but that's the other problem is my triceps are taxed from doing triceps. What's up, Max? How do you like that bench? Just a few, like Greg Doucette and kind of people like that. More cardio is very important. I need more cardio. Well, if I did my run yesterday, was pretty good as well. I managed to actually push through my block and go further. There's a guy I was seeing on TikTok. He's like 100 kilograms and he's faking his running times. He did 5K in 35 minutes or 6.5K in 35 minutes, and that was day 5 of running every day for 30 days. Absolute liar. There is no way someone that size is doing 6.5K in that time as a complete beginner. I had to call him out on it. So I said, that's a pretty good time for a beginner. Even for a fit person, that's a good time for 6.5K. What's up, chair? So yeah, that's what I said. After my main lift, everyone comes in. I did say that. I'm so far ahead of my thinking. Right, let's try this. 100. So what's my PR is 5, I think. For 5 paused reps. Let's just try and hit 5 again, I think. I think that's a better way to go about it. Get used to just doing 5. So obviously doing the heavy single really makes it harder to try to get that rep work. Let's do another set after, just to get that volume up a little bit. Try to do more than 5 reps basically. I would actually be interested to see what the pause bench PR is meant to be compared to your touch and go. Because there's a lot of people who only train touch it or paused because of competition. It's a very different lift. You're down here. It's a lot of triceps. You're not getting that stretch flex from the chest. It's all that tricep work. So we have decline bench after this, and then all that water I'm drinking. What was it? Dumbbells, and then chest flies. Or no dumbbells today, just chest flies, and then some shoulder work. I had to do something a little bit different on my squats yesterday as well, because my traps have been killing me. I think it's just to do with the back as well. Everything's just inflamed. So I couldn't even hold the bar normally because it tightened everything up there, and like obviously your traps are now set. You put the bar on. So I had to do this, just the tips of my fingers on the bar. So my traps were relaxed and lower down. So the bar sat on something that wasn't really sore. It felt pretty good as well, so I may think about keeping that sort of technique in. I've seen not Clarence Kennedy's friend, the ginger one. He does that a lot, but obviously he says you shouldn't do it, but who cares if it's more comfortable, why not? Obviously, if my traps aren't sore, I won't do it. Well, I mean, functional fitness is kind of what I do with the sandbag. That's why I do it. The way I see it is bending. That's functional, like bending your back to do the sandbag. Because obviously you don't deadlift it like bending down like that and lifting, because that's really dangerous with really heavy weight. But you can do it with like a lighter weight, like 60 kilograms. You're not going to throw your back out at this point, and then slowly build that up. But they go a little bit overboard to the point where it's not functional, it's just injury prone. Do you have motivation for us who want to lose fat and can't stick with it? In what terms? Because there's nothing I can do to help you. Am I being honest? There's nothing anyone can do to actually help you keep going. It's up to you. If you really want to lose that weight, you'll do it. If you don't, then you don't. That's up to you. Because there's no point me pushing you through something, and then when I'm done, I leave, you go back. If you want to lose weight, you will. If you don't, just doesn't matter. That's how you want to live, I guess. For a rep. Hard. Right. Yes, Roger Smith. That's called static hold. A lot of people do it. I've done it, but I don't see a point in it right now because I already my touch and go is heavier than what I'm doing, so there's no point. Yes, I do, but I don't. It's not good enough, so I just put some plates under one side. Yeah, it's more of just for like protection. You know, you want to be strong. Right, let me do my decline. So for decline, I just put one plate under. For incline, I put 2 plates. And that's all right. I don't know if you can see it with the text. So let me move. So just one plate there puts that at a decline. You don't need a crazy decline. But then for incline, I put 2 plates under. Just because I think it's just a little bit better with 2 rather than 1 for incline. 2 on decline is a bit too much, if you get it. Slow and controlled, guys. I didn't even get to comment anything. I just said yo, and then he got straight into it. So I just left. My home gym setup. This is my home gym setup. Don't know if you want a better view or not. I'm gonna put it on mute for a second. There we go. I think decline feels a lot nicer than any of the others, so I think it's my favorite. and it's probably more important for me to do it because that's where I lack down here. Yep, all self-taught from YouTube. I do have a degree in what's called fitness and science nutrition, but it's not really quite that in depth. Anyone could pass it, basically, is what I'm saying. I think it's pretty good to try to do that. If I could, I would do that. But you need a lot of money to get into that, to start. That's the only problem. You need people that have the money to start can do that. Or people who've saved up a lot. Legs. We don't train legs around here. Also at Phoenix, I do squats, leg extensions, hamstring curls, RDLs, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I follow some bodybuilding. I don't deep dive into it. You can. My only problem is I would say you have to do it with machines, not free weights. It's too much on the back to do it like at a home gym. That's why I don't do it. I would, but it's too much on my back. Wait. So now we're dropping back down. No, definitely not. There's never any escape. Sure, health and safety violations off grid. That's how they get you in the nose. Plus, you really have to live off grid somewhere that's sunny for solar power. You can't do it. You can't do it where I live. Then that's the other thing, solar power. It's expensive. Not just something you just get. Rows. I don't do barbell rows. It's just too much on the back. I get quite bad back problems from doing too much like that. It's more of like hip, but then it goes into the back. It's like the hip gives, and then the back compensates for it. It's probably due to weak glutes, which once I'm finished my squat PR, I'll focus on glute stuff, try to get strong like that. One more set, and then dumbbell flies. Then we'll do, basically, after that we'll do superset shoulders. Just get a good burn in them. My shoulders are probably my weakest point, if I'm being honest. I could definitely do a lot more with them. Henley rows. Are those the, is that the reverse? Like that? It's just the same, there's no difference on the back. Any row I do is on a machine. One where I can lock in and row and not have my back be involved, my lower back. So there's basically one machine I use, which is you sit in it and you go like that. You can do one arm, 2 arms. That's the one I use mainly because I can go like that the whole way, and I can load up a lot more weight. Currently I can do 4.5 plates on it from floor. No, that's just you mean like that, those ones. It's just the same on the back, and just, I'm telling you, barbell rows are just hit my back. It doesn't matter what way or position, it's all the same. You're just getting a drink. I'll probably post that bench PR on TikTok today. I need to post a video every day. That's what I'm currently doing. Posting a video every day on TikTok. Trying to hit that. Trying to hit 300 followers on TikTok. Usually people come from TikTok to YouTube, but I'm going from YouTube to TikTok. It's a bit different. Right. Dumbbell flies now. So basically you start and you come down like that. You don't want to come down to here because that's puts a lot of stress up on the rotator cuff. I tried it and don't do it. The same thing with coming up here. That's a lot of stress on the rotator cuffs. The tendon right here. You know, you want to be careful. So it doesn't have to be perfectly stacked because you can't really stack like this position like that with you can on a cable, but not with dumbbells. You have to be turned like that. You have to have that slight rotation. Because you're also locked in on that bench press. Your scapula doesn't have movement. I know a lot of people say they don't pull their scapula back on bench press so they have movement in it. Absolute bull. Once your back is on that bench with weight, your scapula is not moving anywhere. I wish I had cables to do this movement on. This would probably be one of the biggest staples in my exercise routine if I had cables for it, but I don't. Obviously sweating. Because obviously there's nothing else that really stretches all this out like that. That movement, you know, a bench press, you can kind of see bench, cable. There's a lot more movement. Carry the bench. Yeah, you can just see that. Look. I definitely have noticed up here that he seems to be filling out since I've started these. No, maybe it's just to do with my training, but it is working. I do remember when I only did push-ups, that was like the only place that would have muscle. Because it's basically mostly tendon there, just a little bit of muscle, and the tendon would have gotten very inflamed. And no, all that do, if you're thinking, oh, why didn't you put your arms out straight to get more stretch? Because that doesn't get more stretch. All that does is stretch the bicep, which also increases the moment arm, makes the lift harder and more dangerous. That's why you don't do that on a cable fly either. Just think about it, why would you start in the most disadvantaged spot like that and then come in? There's no point in it. I have been thinking, what if I put 2 bands here and then I could do this part of it, like crossover. Do you think that would do anything or not? I could test it today. I don't think I can. I don't think the band's long enough to do one at a time. Probably have to get 2 of the same band. Or I have another idea. Probably won't work. Just put it under the bench. What's up, Archie? To see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Make sure you hit the like button if you're coming in. Yeah, the amount of people that come in and talk but don't actually hit the like button, very annoying. That was good. Right. Shoulder supersets. Just right into it. Let's use these. For 3 days a week, I think that's stupid. Because how much volume are you really getting doing that? Because does he count break time Is he counting just the workout, purely the activity time? What's up? Well, so I did 117, paused. Probably I'll have to go look at the video. I think my butt lifted a bit, but I don't care. Yeah, they go into the whole mindset of if you're not sweating out of breath, you're not working hard enough. But then they can't do anything other than hit. It's like they can't even go for an hour slow run for an hour without gassing out because hit doesn't train your endurance. So here's a question, because I don't know what trains the back shoulder part here. What exercise? Because that's what I need to hit. Is it just like normal shoulder press stuff? Or is it what I'm doing now? Because I feel like this feels like more of the front. It's not the front, I mean, but like it feels like right here. So what that I'm doing there, I feel like here, and obviously here a little bit, but here mainly. So obviously that's good. Yeah, but I can't do rows. That's the one exercise I don't do. The barbell rows. Maybe just stand and shoulder press. You know, like this. Like not like full lockout, just. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel the back doing that. Okay. I really like to go off feeling rather than what the book specifically says. Normal CrossFitters, no, but competition CrossFit is completely different. But I feel like High Rocks has kind of taken over from CrossFit competition, and now it's High Rocks that's the stupid thing. Well, it takes a lot of mobility as well, which bodybuilders aren't going to have. You know, just even me right now, I can't get my arms straight up. That's as far as they're going. Obviously, I'm pumped, but it does take a lot of mobility as well. This feels so much harder on my left. So I'm thinking maybe there's some sort of weakness on the left side. I think that's enough. Anyway. Thanks for showing up, guys. Peace out.